Hi, I'm Ernie Conover. Welcome to my shop. I've been getting to know a new tool here called a Shaper Origin. This is a CNC router, and it has an interface here with a forward-looking camera that looks at these strips of domino-like tape. And by scanning those in to start with, by going to this screen right here and just aiming this all around till all of those pieces of tape turn blue, it knows where it is. It's set up sort of its own celestial navigation system. They're the stars it steers by. Going to the design mode, we can create circles, a slot, that would be either a groove or a dado, depending whether it went across the grain or with the grain, a rectangle, a polygon, and basic text. My way over many years has been to integrate any new piece of equipment into my workflow immediately. And yeah, it may take me a little longer to do it the first time, but it pays off. My very first project with this is what I call a popsicle stick, and this is for a shelving system in which you drill holes in a board, cut it in half, and then put these between the holes. It gives you very strong shelf support. My second project was to create a spacer block to put a old deadbolt I had on a door that was too thin to take that lock, and I simply shimmed up the distance on the back of the lock with this, which had offset circles in it. My first real project with it was to make a sign for my shop. Be sure to experiment if you do signs, but this machine is designed for signs. So this is my final sign that I created. I then made this arrow by conventional means. Of course, being a turner, I turned the shaft of this 30-inch arrow. You can also import a design, and I actually laid out my sign in another program that Shaper offers, which is called Studio. And I was able to pick up this very nice Berkshire Swash font. But to do that, I'm going to have to create a grid to place it. And to create a new grid, I'm going to come over here and lower the machine, the bit down so that I can touch the edge of this piece of work. And I'll touch a spot to the right. I'll make a second touch right here, and once on the edge. And I am now oriented to this piece. It sees a grid pattern here that is in line with that piece of material. Now I will import and place my sign. You can blow everything up there. You can see the letters. So I'll place that. And to actually cut, I'll go to cut mode. I'm going to use an engraving bit, and I'm going to cut to a depth of 0.085. Done. And with an engraving bit, which is 45, the depth becomes the width. Now, before I actually start cutting, I will make what's called a Z-touch, and this will bring the bit down till it feels it's just touching the wood, and it now knows the depth it has to cut to. We have a Z-touch. We now have marching ants, and we can cut this first letter right out here. We'll start up here and turning the router on. the red button. And there is the E. We could go right on lettering across there. Signs are all about color, and to get the effect you saw on my shop sign, I used an artist's brush to put black paint down in the lettering, and then took a hand plane and got rid of the paint on the surface. And we have our workshop sign.